everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we are mostly focusing on tapping ear to ear. I say mostly because I do like to add in different triggers in between just to break up the monotony a little bit. Just to make sure you don't get too tired of the tapping. Sometimes when it goes on too long, your brain starts getting kind of tired of it. But if you add just a few other sounds in between, it kind of freshens up your palate. So sit back and relax. I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that you are able to just focus on the nice sounds that we'll be making today. I am wearing my Sonic shirt. I love chest and collarbone tapping like this, just because the tapping sounds so soft. I also have on my little beanie here, my Roots beanie. My spouse actually got this for me when he visited Vancouver a few years ago. This beanie is really snug. I like it. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I'm excited though to show you all of the different things that I have to tap on today. I kind of traveled around my house looking for different things. I always feel like a little animal, a critter in a forest, getting ready for winter, collecting nuts or something. Let me show you my first item here though. Now even if you're not a gamer, stay with me, stay with me. I promise the sounds will be good. We have here Super Smash Bros. Brawl. On Wii. One of my favorite Wii games ever. Although the Smash Bros. Gaming community is not a very big fan of Brawl in general. I think not the best for actual competitions. However, I really like the campaign for Brawl. My neighbors and I kind of got into arguments over Smash Bros. A lot, actually, when we were younger, when this was still the new Smash Bros. Game. For our little group, Snake was actually strong character, the OP one, for some reason. So we would get really mad if one of us chose Snake. The others would try to gang up on that one Snake. But I typically really liked to play as Pit, or even Zelda slash Sheik. Even though Zelda in Brawl was not that good, honestly. I liked Meta Knight too, I'm pretty sure. A lot of good characters. It says here, Solid Snake and Sonic the Hedgehog join the Brawl. What an exciting time. I was a big fan of Sonic, but surprisingly I didn't play him very much in Smash Bros. I wasn't very good at his moves in this game. So I usually opted for characters that were a little bit more easy to play. I was pretty young, so. Man, the campaign was so good. So good. Speaking of games like this, though, I also brought out my OG Switch controllers. The red and the blue. Doesn't that sound so nice? The tiny little nail taps here, right on the back of the Joy-Cons. This is like 3 pairs of Joy-Cons ago or something for me. I haven't used these in a very long time. I will say the blue and the red Joy-Con colors are really iconic. I think it was a really good choice on their part. So bright, and there's just never been a console like the Switch. And with colors like this that pop, and it's just very unique. Some tiny little scratches here. That sounds nice. Scratch, and then some little tap, 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 tap. I'm curious to know what the new Switch 2 Joy-Cons are gonna feel like in your hands. If there's a big difference or not. feel the scratching sounds just right in my ears. The Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, they feel kind of velvety, kind of a softness to the plastic. Just great for tapping. When the Switch 2 comes out, you know that I'll probably be doing a Switch 2 ASMR video. I feel like that would be really fun. The buttons sound a little different. I may have worn them out kind of differently on either side. I know my second pair of Joy-Cons I ever got, I actually did send in to Nintendo for free to fix it because I did get Joy-Con drift. I hope that's not an issue on the next sets of Joy-Cons we get. I really liked those sounds. Very good tapping sounds, as well as little scratches and little button sounds too. Now, this looks very silly, but my brother recently gave my spouse these really funny looking coasters. Ceramic with a little bit of cork on the back, and this was the main sound I wanted to make with these coasters, is with the cork on the back. It's so soft, just such a muted tapping sound. I could go fast. And I could go slower too. Even when I do faster triggers, faster tapping, I do typically prefer to keep it gentle, keep it soft. I think that's kind of what this ASMR channel is all about, is kind of the softer sounds. Little kitty cat coaster, little kitty cat coaster, kitty cat coaster, cork on the back, little kitty cat mostly tapping, but with some scratches here and there. Let's go ahead, tap a bit on the ceramic side too. This little coaster set, I think, came with 2 cats and 2 dogs. My spouse went ahead and got the 2 cats out. We love dogs, but we only have cats. So, I think currently we just have the 2 kitties. They're all cute, though. Very cute little item here. I love coasters. This was a gift for my spouse from my brother, but I usually love receiving coasters too. And I've also gifted people coasters many times. It's a good go-to adult gift for me. Something that you can utilize, but you can also kind of personalize and make sure your friend likes that kind of design. It's fun. I sent my online friend Bigfoot coasters because I live in Idaho and Pacific Northwest kind of has a Bigfoot thing going. I think he really liked it. I think he likes weird stuff like that. But yeah, I've probably given maybe everybody in my family coasters for birthdays, Christmas, what have you. And I think it will continue. You know, sometimes I have like 3 drinks sitting on my desk. Water, and then maybe a cold drink, maybe a hot drink. My next item here, this one sounds really good if you like wood tapping sounds. This is it. On one side we have regular cow milk, and on the other side we have the option of oat milk. Oat milk. Do you like oat milk? I love oat milk. I use oat milk for baking. Sometimes Sometimes I use it for just drinking on its own, cereal, anything really. I actually prefer it over regular milk. Very good in coffee too, like an oat milk latte. My parents and my brother live together, and I live with my spouse, but we're very close. We live very close. And they do Costco shopping, I think weekly. I don't have a membership on the other hand. So they often buy a huge case of oat milk, like 6 cartons of oat milk, and they split it with me. Thank goodness, because sometimes it can get a little pricey. If I had a Costco membership, oh boy, I would be going in to get those hot dogs every day. Hot dog plus soda for $1.50. Oh my goodness. I should ask them to pick me up next time they go to Costco so I can get my hot dog. Get me a hot dog. I remember when I was a kid and I would tag along with my parents' grocery trips. I really enjoyed going into the walking freezers at Costco, where they kept all of the eggs and the dairy products. And one of my earliest memories of being here, actually, is getting juicy juice with Arthur on it from Costco. It's a very, very specific memory, but it's engraved into my brain. Of course, just one other person. I'm not sure if my spouse and I would be able to go through a lot of the bulk foods. My parents and my brother can go through it. My brother eats so much because he does so much physical labor. I don't even want to imagine how much their weekly grocery trips are. It's probably very expensive. I love these little wooden sounds. It's so relaxing. This right here, this is actually the case for my microphones. And it actually has a charging port right on the back, kind of like AirPods. I have put a tiny little squishmallow sticker on it. I don't know why. I personalize everything. But I noticed it before too. This case makes really good sounds, not quoting Raffy Taffy. I love Raffy Taffy ASMR though. I love him. I think he just hit 1 million subscribers. I was so happy. He seems like such a nice guy. And I really like his ASMR. I like these tabs. Let's add a little scratching here. We've been doing lots and lots of taps. Just a little embroidery scratching. Doesn't that sound nice? Scratch, scratch, cutty, 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 cutty. Love the scratches. Love it. We've hit that point in the video where my eyelids are getting really heavy. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. That means it's working, right? That means it's working. Since we are heading towards the end of the video here, I thought I would finish off with a little bit more tapping right on my chest and right along my collarbone here, because I think it's the softest tapping trigger that I can offer you. sleepy. And I also wanted to take this time to remind you to please try and prioritize your mental health. And please try to find a peaceful state for your mind. It's very, very hard. But don't be afraid to lay out boundaries. Don't be afraid to give yourself a break when necessary. When you don't give yourself breaks, when you get too stressed, it can really have a negative impact, of course, on yourself, but also on other aspects of your life, like work, school, connections that you have with others, like family and friends. So again, don't be afraid to put yourself first. And once you're in a better headspace, a lot of things around you are going to feel better too. I know sometimes it's not possible to take a full break, especially with like school and work. Sometimes you can't just take days off, but just at least try to squeeze some time in every day just for yourself. Talk to others if you need. It's really nice to have like a group of friends that can relate to you, and you guys can just vent to each other. Even that can be very helpful. So please be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, okay? And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.